This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Oregon Ducks taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Oregon's offense is on the field for the first time today. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single...
It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking the shot. It doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the running back. They knock him down at the 40, but he picks up 5, and it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Wants to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He couldn't get close to the marker, got 3 yards, but it'll be 4th and 3. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. That 50-yard field goal attempt was no good, and now they'll have to play defense. 1st and 10 from the 33. Fights off a defender. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to the quarterback. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. At midfield, he's got room. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they get the sack just like that.
And that is priority #1 for defense. Is get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Throws for the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Looking for a block. It's Armstrong. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They try to get it outside on the left. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. The Ducks send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Armstrong. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. A 1st down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Steps away. Unloads to the right. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Quick step and go. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, and makes the big mistake.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Knocked down for the tackle.
Hey, I like this by the offense. Nice job of not forcing it, having to throw the football. Now you make it 3rd and manageable. Put your offense in a better position to succeed. That's a nice 2nd down play.
Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolverine. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A 1st down for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. He'll put the tight end in motion. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal line.
So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
These guys have taken some serious lumps in Big Ten play, and I want to see if they've become demoralized.
Yeah, I think you're going to find out a lot about their mental toughness here in this game, because at the start of the season, they were hoping to compete in Big Ten play. They've had some bounces not go their way. They've had some guys get injured. And now is the time in this game right here that you can turn it around by getting a win.
And it's hard. Obviously, such a difficult conference. The Big Ten, you got to bring your A game so many times or else you do get beat. You've had some setbacks. Now, how are we going to finish? We've talked about this season. We've talked about what we want to do, and we might not be living up to expectations, but we can control finishing strong.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. And the Ducks are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over, because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Give to the big fullback. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I don't think a lot of people here are going to be surprised by that call. 4th and inches at midfield. Just go for it, run the football, and they pick up the first.
Really, what are you going to gain by punting there? Even a perfect punt just gives you a little bit of a yardage edge, and the upside of keeping the ball is tremendous.
Yeah, and even if you don't convert it there, your defense comes on the field, and you're still forcing the offense to have to go 50-something yards or so to try and get points. So I like the play.
The play action fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when we get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He breaks a tackle. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Using his legs to buy some time. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That is the exact situation that every defense draws up. I want you in 3rd and long. I want you in a predictable passing situation. But I don't want you with that guy, because that guy can run around, scramble, buy time, make 3rd and long look like 3rd and short, and pick up a first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives to get.
And it's his 4th interception of the night. It's getting set for first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got him downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. One more snap coming before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Ann Arbor. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes his connection. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll line up for a second down play. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give from the gun. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Snagged in the middle. It's pre-scored. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Wolverines are on the move. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in passing.
They keep attacking through the air. Finds his man. It's Bell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll keep it himself. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. Fast motion from the offense. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. The official says no good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Armstrong. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell they're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Ducks line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try the run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Trying play action. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback adapting. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it.
And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
On second down, he's looking downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. First down to start the drive after the break. He'll start this drive firing. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. That last incompletion leaves them with 2nd and 10 from the 21. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Spits it out to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Lets it fly. Another incompletion on third down.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Hit as he throws. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think
he'll take a shot. And here's the pick. And oh, did they need that right now.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Ducks are in the hurry-up.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Nice.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
These quarterbacks are nightmares to play. Pretty good coverage on the outside. Man-to-man, nobody looking at the quarterback. He takes off. He doesn't look like a quarterback. Looks like a running back. Chews up yards, gets way down the field, and makes a big play for this offense.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and they're down 8 here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference, knowing I'm up by more than a field goal.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
On second down, looking to throw. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ducks! The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the 1st down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if it's
bad tackling on the clock.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff. It's Horn. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Movement here from the tight end. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Buys a little extra time. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one splits the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Clemson is ahead early in Death Valley, but that's not exactly Trevor Lawrence out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 4 over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He lost one down the sideline. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage. So wave off the turnover, give up the yardage. It'll be first down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Ducks are threatening in the red zone. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Once you start getting closer to the end zone, you start bringing in more big bodies, right? They're going to run the football more. The field shrinks. I can run different coverages, but really nice job saying, that's fine, you bring in the big bodies. I'm going to toss the ball in the perimeter for a nice positive game.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you're going to blow up. Nice job on first down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Third and goal coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They're left with a tough fourth down situation here, but man, could they use 6 at this point in the game.
And in the fourth quarter, I just don't know how many shots you're going to have left. So it's not ideal. You'd love to be inside the 3 or inside the 1, but I still think this is an opportunity to be aggressive for this offense.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Shadow of the goalpost looming. 1st and 10 from their own 1, just looking for breathing room. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand, they're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Tall hill to climb here. 3rd and 10 from inside your own 5. Just don't turn that thing over. Moving away from pressure. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Wolverines hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day,
Damn shame.
two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things. But find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.